Ladies and gentlemen, your referee will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Referee Terry O'Connor for this one. Big test for Khan.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3-minute rounds for the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Championship.
Silent prayer for Amir Khan, the pride of Bolton, who's won all 18, 14 inside schedule.
Round one.
Just how dangerous is Prescott? Khan, quick, throws great combinations, and he says he's going to have his gloves up better this time. But it's Prescott who lands with a nice jab early on. Nice right hand again, and the fast left too from Amir Khan, who's got this new trainer holding him, and he's hurt by a shot, and he's another huge left, and down goes Amir Khan again. Oh, he's all over the place. Oh, he's going to have to be stopped, surely. It can hardly stand. What drama here in the opening round.
And the fight should be over. The fight should be over.
Oh, he's going to have to be stopped. He's flattened in the corner. Oh, these are desperate moments for Amir Khan. There can be no way back this time, surely. He's trying so bravely to get up, but he's counted out, and it's one of the biggest stunners in British boxing history of the modern era. Breidis Prescott has knocked out Amir Khan sensationally in one round.
Well, Ian, the one question that hung over Amir throughout the early part of his career was his punch resistance. He's been shaken at the first level of boxing, so you have to wonder how will he be when he boxes at world level. Well, this guy is a tremendous puncher, there's no question. So you wonder, on the floor and badly shaken in his previous fight, did they do the right thing coming back with a guy 17 knockouts and 19 wins? But you can see as soon as the fight started, Prescott knew what he was doing. He had confidence coming forward, landing with solid jabs first, and then the finishing punches. Disaster for Amir Khan.
Let's just hope he is okay. The first punch that caused the trouble was one to the temple. That's befuddled him before, and there was really no way back, I think, from then on. Prescott was as good as his word. He was a heavy hitter. We did wonder, with a guy who's been on the floor as he was against Willie Lim and Michael Gomez, why do you hire a man with a knockout record like that from Colombia for him? But it was a test he had to pass. He couldn't pass it.
I mean, you can see the look of Prescott. He knew exactly what he was doing. His body weight was on his front foot, his chin was down, he was trading punches. He landed a beautiful jab straight through Khan's guard. But that's it now, straight through, and you can see that had an effect on Khan's legs. But Khan always eager to please, sometimes too eager to please. But Prescott has the look of a man here who knows exactly what he's doing, and that was as soon as he landed cleanly. I think the fight was over at this point. When he got back on his feet at the count of 8, he was still all over the place. I think the referee could have stepped in here and called it off. But because of the pressure, obviously, and he is a rising star, he gave him his chance. But one more shot, and it was over.
It's a very, very sad sight. This was the first knockdown, a huge right and then a left hook. Great punches from the Colombian.
Now this is a heavy, heavy knockdown, Ian. That was a heavy, heavy knockdown. You have to be thinking serious at this point on. Will he recover from this? Didn't look like it to me. Bang! These are solid. Look how powerful these shots, the way he's turning the hip, the shoulder, everything behind those shots. Again, a man who's used to finishing opponents.
Is there any way back for Khan from a defeat as damaging and stunning and as emphatic as that, Jim?
Well, the popularity the young man has, but obviously they have to go back to the drawing board. But let's face it, the big question was, can he take world-class punches? If he can't, then there's not a future. But you can't put that on a young man of 21 at this stage of his career. He's going to have to come back for that. It's going to have to be addressed. But you could see it was all over. The way he crumbled to the floor here is alarming.
Well, the road from amateur stardom to a professional world championship really is a boulevard of broken dreams, and I'm afraid to say Khan's dream has been broken tonight. That is a bad knockout. Goodness me, Terry O'Connor gave him every chance, but there really was no way back at all. There will be inquests as well about this. There are bound to be inquests. What a sensational, stunning story here in Manchester tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 54 seconds of round one, Amir Khan has failed to beat the referee's count. The winner and the new WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Champion, Breidis Prescott.
Who might be a name to watch with punch power like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause. He will be back, Amir Khan.
Well, we hope so, and if he does come back from that, it will be some recovery. Thank goodness he's all right, but the dust still hasn't settled from what you've just witnessed in that ring.
What an amazing night. Calamity for Khan. He's KO'd in one. We'll get the reaction from Nicky Piper, Glenn McCrory and Johnny Nelson next. Almost disbelief around the MEN after what we've seen tonight. Amir Khan knocked out in the first round of his fight with Breidis Prescott. Khan speaking to Adam Smith.
Amir Khan, after 18 straight wins, you lose for the first time in your life in only 51 seconds, down twice, and your world must have fallen apart.
Oh yeah, made a little mistake in there, and just couldn't get it back again. Stupid little mistake it was, but just that's boxing for you. One punch can change a fight.
Did you rush at a big puncher? Was that the mistake?
Yeah, I need to have a look at the video and come back stronger from it. Well, that could be one of the reasons.
Are you okay as well? Let's just get that straight.
Oh yeah, I'm fine, definitely. Yeah, I'm fine. Like I said, it's a stupid little mistake that was made, and I just need to go back to the drawing board and put it right.
I mean, it's never happened to you before, anything like this, but you will go back to the gym and work on it and come back.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'm a warrior. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back stronger.
Frank Warren, we've been talking all week about what a dangerous test this would be for Amir. 17 knockouts in 19 wins. Breidis Prescott, why did you make the match at this stage for him?
Well, I've got to take responsibility for it at the end of the day. It was recommended by the new trainer, but I went with it, so hands up to that. He got caught cold first round, didn't get a chance to get in the fight, and we knew it was a dangerous puncher, but anyway, that happened. It's now back, as Amir said, back to the drawing board. Hopefully he'll learn from it, but he just never got into the fight.
He's very popular, he's got a huge support base, but can he come back from a defeat like that?
Yeah, I mean, he's not the first fighter to get beat. There's lots of fighters who've been beaten in their careers and come back and won world titles. As long as they can learn from it, and that's what he's got to do.
Amir, finally, a message to all your fans out there who will be, I'd imagine, as gutted as you.
Yeah, sorry to my fans out there, and there's going to be Amir Khan coming back stronger, definitely.
Thanks very much for your time, both of you.
Well, he's stunned. Everybody around the MEN is stunned as well. Breidis Prescott knocking out Amir Khan in the first round. Glenn McCrory, you warned during the week of the dangers of someone with such a good knockout record.
You know what, I feel like I've been hit on the chin. It was such a shock. I think, the writing was on the wall a little bit. We did speak about the dangers. He's a good fighter, Amir Khan, but undefeated fighters, when you take an undefeated fighter that you don't know a lot about, there's a massive danger, because you don't know the fights they might have saw him mightn't have been at his best, so you don't know how good he is. We just saw a little glimpse of him when he was warming up in the dressing room, and I like all the boys said, whoa, he's a real live opponent with those looping punches, and then out he comes, looping punches, and he's got Amir Khan on the chin.
Prescott has been so confident all week.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, he knew how good he is, and he was so up for this fight. He looked confident coming in. He wasn't phased at all. He's never been on a stage this big but he's just so tall, such a good natural puncher, and very fast. We heard he was slow. He wasn't slow at all.
First stiff jab through the guard of Khan had Khan rocking. Everybody sat up in their seat, and you knew Prescott was throwing the shots, kept his eye on the target, right hands over the top, left hook to the temple of Khan. That broke him. He had the measure of him inside 30 seconds.
Well, you know, I think one of the big problems was it was very early that he got hit with a good shot. I mean, he came out with his hands up, his chin tucked down. There was nothing wrong with what he was doing. It was a good jab, just shook him a little bit, and then big looping punches.
But he ran straight at him. He ran straight at a puncher. Again, that's not 14 people out inside 4 rounds. He ran straight at him instead of using his brain.
I don't think it was a mistake by Khan. I think it was Prescott making the attack, and I think Prescott boxed very well, threw some good punches. There was no mistake apart from he got caught. All fighters get caught.
Yeah, he got caught very precisely, very early, and I think, you know, he followed up with a couple of good ones as well, which were devastating punches.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, it was very enforced. He got caught with a very good shot very early.
Well, what you know, my worry is Amir Khan went in there. He got involved in the moment, wanted to make a statement, get